Honolulu Police recently released body cam footage of the shooting of an unarmed black man who was accused of burglary last week. Joining us is Alfred Asanas from EBC Hawaii Pacific for more. Aloha, Alfred.
Aloha, Marjorie, and our viewers there in Canada and around the world. We're actually following a developing story in which the Honolulu Police Department, or HPD, recently released the body cam videos of two of the three police officers who were involved in the shooting and eventual death of 29-year-old Lindani Nieni, who is a native of South Africa. The incident itself took place on April 14th. And what we're about to show you are two sets of camera footage, one after the other, of the same incident from both angles. Now, we want to warn our viewers that there are some disturbing images and sounds. So please take discretion when you watch this video. Go ahead, please. That was the first camera. This is the second camera. It involves three officers and the victim, the alleged burglar. So, Marjorie, according to HPD leadership, they described the incident as an attempt to contain the situation. They described the alleged burglar to be unruly, and there were already questions on the procedures themselves. One of which is the most obvious is that the police identified themselves as such after taking action. So there's already a lot of criticism being generated for their actions. And again, this is a developing story, Marjorie. And right now, the lawyer representing the family of the man who was killed is now filing a lawsuit against the city government, and particularly the Honolulu Police Department. So this is just actually one of several police-related incidents that others also involved some shooting, which is really creating a tense situation within here in Honolulu. And also you have to account for the fact that there are some similar stuff going on in the mainland. So but we have to remind our viewers and those who watch these things play out that the incidents like these got to be treated differently, because there are certain situations that are not necessarily identical from one place in the U.S. to another. So this is a story that we continue to monitor for more developments. Marjorie, reporting from Honolulu, Alfred Asanas. We live in interesting times. Back to you.
Thank you for that report, Alfred. Let's change the subject. How's the tourism there in Hawaii?
Well, glad that you asked, and we just want to let our Canadian friends know that Canada is still the number 2 international market, just next to Japan as far as visiting the Aloha State. Now, obviously, in the last 12 or so months, because of the travel restrictions, there hasn't been a lot of direct flights from Canada to Hawaii. I know a couple at the top of my head. You have one or two from Vancouver, and another one or so from Calgary. Right now, as of my last check, in I think it was last week, there are still flights from Canada to Hawaii, but some of them you have to go through the mainland to get to Hawaii. I think there's only one direct flight remaining to I think it's Calgary, if I'm not mistaken, to Maui. So the demand is still there, but because there's, I guess, there's some added precautions, and the fact that the airlines are trying to fill up those seats and accommodate travelers to Hawaii. So put that on your list, Marjorie.
Well, you know what, Alfred? I was thinking about that, but the weather here is getting better. It's getting warmer. There's no more snow, so perhaps if it's once fall starts to kick in, maybe you would consider Hawaii. I haven't been there, and for sure there's lots.
Why not? Yep.
But but
we'll help you out. We'll help you out in your plans.
Thank you. We'll do that. Well, thank you for your report, Alfred.